Hello, all. Okay, check this out. I'm on TikTok. You can check me out on there. I preach the word and just strive to find the truth, seek the truth, and reveal it to all. I've watched and learned a lot through Greg Braden and Dr. Joe Dispenza on the upcoming videos that are about to come out. And I have hints in a way over the last 7 to 8 months put some of these practices into effect into my own life and began to see huge changes within myself and the world around me. So anyways, one of Mr. Braden's most recent videos talks about prayer and not being from the mouth or the words that we speak, but from the feeling of the heart. And he goes on to explain, and this comes out of the Lost Book of Thomas. If you've not heard of it, look it up. It is in fact real. And it was teachings that Jesus was teaching to his people on how to receive and get the things of life that were most desired and wanted, which should be the healing of the sick and, less fortunate, homeless, poor, different things of that nature, in my opinion. Anyways, goes on, I'm reading from notes that I just took from his video, but he goes on to say, to create healing, to create the peace, to create the miracles, first we must feel as if the miracles have happened without ego, without judgment, which is hard for most. First, you must do this. Feel as if your prayers have already been answered without judgment, without ego. The Lost Gospel of Thomas is powerful because it's believed to be the actual words of Jesus as he was teaching those around him how to use the power of emotion in his life, our life, your life, to unleash the force of the divine matrix, God, the Creator, in our lives. How to use the power of the human emotion. To release this power, we must first understand how it works. And science tells us how it works. Secondly, you must speak the language that the divine matrix, God, the Creator, the universe, collective conscious, recognizes, which comes from our past, our ancestors, things that's been taken out of the book over the years and misinterpreted and seen the wrong way. Prayer by word was not how prayers were answered and miracles happened. There's a field of energy that we have the power to use. A field of energy, and we have the power to use that field. There's two very important keys, and this is in the Lost Gospel of Thomas. Look it up, or go to Greg Braden and watch his do this every morning at 5 a.m. video. Talks about exactly what I'm explaining. So anyways, it says there's a field of energy that we have the power to use that field. Two very important keys in the Gospel of Thomas. First, feeling is the prayer. We must feel as if our prayers have already been answered. When you make the two, thought and emotion, one, you will say to the mountain, move away, and the mountain will move away. Saying that when you marry thought and emotion into one single potent force, that is when you have the power to speak to the world. And today, that's what I'm doing, speaking to the world. Secondly, when you make the two, one, thought and emotion, when the two become one in our hearts, we create the feelings in our bodies of the two making peace within this one house. Now, Jesus has told us, and we all know, that the house or the temple is within us, the heart and the mind. Each one of us are that temple. Have you heard, and I'm sure all have, ask and you shall receive? It was so misconstrued. The asking wasn't how to ask and receive. To ask, we must speak to the field, to the divine matrix, to God, in a language that's recognized, and a language that's meaningful. The field does not recognize the voice. It recognizes the power of the heart. All things that you ask straightly, directly, from inside my name, you will be given. It says, and that's in the Bible. I didn't write the Bible verses, but like I said, this comes from one of the top scientists, theologists, historian. I mean, Greg Braden, if you don't know him, look him up. Once again, the same with Dr. Joe Dispenza. Like, powerful. They're both powerful and filled with knowledge and wisdom and receive from within. Anyways, says the voice, it recognizes, the field doesn't recognize the voice, it recognizes the power of our heart. All things that you ask, straightly, directly, from inside my name you will be given. It says so, you've not done this. Says so far you've not done this. Because you've not received because you've not done this. Ask without hidden motive and be surrounded by your answer. Be developed by what you desire, that your gladness be full. It's not saying to speak a word. Feel it to already be done. You think the thought of the feeling of your loved ones, and you feel the love of that thought, and they become one. That's the language, the divine matrix. This field recognizes. Ask without the judgment of right or wrong, without good or bad. Ask without the ego. Ask from the heart, feeling from the result as if it's already happened. And I promise you, you will begin to see things change within yourself and around you. This is one of many videos that I'll be posting on more of this that I've learned and figured out and taught myself over the last 8 months. I've got other videos on here from my journey starting back as far as 8 months ago when I ended up in a very, very dark place, hit rock bottom again, and ended up in my mama's basement. One of them, the most powerful, being the lucid dream video. Check it out. The others too, I know a couple are long, and I'm going to try to start getting them down shorter so that more will watch and begin to realize that I, in fact, myself too, am in touch and have been in touch with God and the divine matrix and that field of energy. With that being said, I ask that you all hear this and realize this, and it begins to work around the world and create miracles. And that comes from the heart and the feeling of emotion of already being done and already started. And I've already seen and witnessed this. So with that being said, God bless you all. Please check out my TikTok. There's a lot of useful videos and info on there, because that's what I do. That's what I sought to do 8 months ago when I ended up at rock bottom. I sought God, and I asked to be given and shown answers. And as I sit here making this video, that is in fact what this video is about and how I came across it. And definitely check out Greg Braden and Dr. Joe Dispenza. God bless you all. Much love. See and talk to you in the next video. Thank you.